So Casey, it's been a busy week for you and for your team. How is everyone?
Yeah, it's been a tough week, probably the toughest in my career in terms of decisions that I've made. It's been a tough week for the squad. You know, some of these players and staff, we've been together for 3 years from the first day until my last tomorrow. So it's been really tough, but they're ever the professionals. You know, we've prepared well for the game on Sunday, and hopefully they can give me one last big performance and I can enjoy it.
3 seasons now you've been in charge, and it's been difficult at times with the pandemic. There's been some real highs, getting promoted from the Championship, chasing that Champions League spot. What stands out for you in that period of management?
I think obviously when we won the Championship with 2 games to spare, scoring that many goals and watching the players fulfil their targets in terms of what we had set out, and chasing 100 goals was something that really stood out for me. But I'll never forget the first day when I walked in and welcomed everybody, and we set out on this journey and this vision, and you know, we had very clear ambitions on where we wanted to go. I'm extremely proud of what we've achieved as a group. Yes, I'm disappointed we missed out on Champions League this year, very disappointed, and circumstances didn't help us. But I'd say that Championship season was a big one, and I have to say beating Arsenal, you know, one of those top 3 was a real big moment, and 2 of the originals involved in the goal, you know, Jess Sigsworth setting up Ella Toon, was really pleasing.
You built a squad from scratch, as you hinted at there. How pleased are you with how it is now and the squad that you leave from compared to that first day?
Yeah, I think we've progressed every year, not just in terms of personnel. I think if you look at the players that we had then, the nucleus of the squad is still the same, but the amount those players have developed as players, as people, they've progressed so much. We've made young players into senior internationals. That's credit for their hard work, and they're an incredible group to work with. I've got fantastic staff, you know, around me, and we've been on a hell of a journey. It's very sad it's come to an end.
Yeah, I imagine it has been a sad week for you. It's been a big decision for you. The fans as well haven't been present for a long time now in the stadium. They'll be disappointed that they won't be able to send you off and say goodbye in their own unique way.
Yeah, and we massively missed the fans this year. You know, I never forget that first year. I had a real feeling of what it was like to be at Man United because of the fans. And they've been incredible. You know, they followed us up and down the country and supported us through thick and thin. And it's disappointing that they haven't been there this season. Privately, I'm probably glad they're not there tomorrow because it'd make it even more emotional for me. And I've always said I don't want it to be about me either. It has to be about this football club moving forward. It has to be about this team moving forward and going on and getting the success it deserves.
Yeah, so there is a game then on Sunday. We've got Leicester in the FA Cup. Important to continue our winning run, and that'll be 5-game winning streak if we win on Sunday.
Yeah, absolutely. 1 game to go, 1 big push. You know, the sole focus is about how we can get in that hat, you know, and make sure that this club is where it needs to be in terms of FA Cup success. So it's a big game. They're a very different team than what we've played in the past. They're very much improved. Obviously, they're going to be a WSL side next year, so it'll be a tough contest for us.
The FA Cup is unique this year, isn't it? Because now it will stop after this 5th round and pick up at the quarterfinals next season. So important to leave us in a good place as well, cup competition-wise.
Yeah, absolutely. When I was a player, I always wanted to leave the shirt in a better place. When I took this job, I wanted to leave the club in a better place. You know, ideally it would have been longer, but having said that, now it's the right time, and I need to make sure I leave it that way. So for me, it's a must. You know, a win tomorrow is a must. It's making sure that we're in the hat. It's making sure that the club is going in the right direction, and I have a responsibility to do that.
So how is the squad then ahead of that game, injury-wise? How are we?
Yeah, we're a bit light because we're managing people. Obviously, we've got summer tournaments coming. We've picked up a couple of knocks in training, which is a bit of a summary of our season, really. But I'm happy with what we've got. You know, I think we've got enough in our squad to go out there and get a result.
As you mentioned there, Leicester are a WSL side next season. They'll be keen, won't they, to prove that they can come and play with the big sides.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a dangerous game for us. You know, they'll have nothing to lose, everything's a gain, and we have everything to lose. But you know, that has to be our attitude. Has to be to go in with every desire, intention, and make sure that we work to win the game. We know what the game plan is. We need to execute. We know they're a good side, but we know we're better, and we need to make sure we perform well.
Plenty of goals in our last round in the FA Cup against Burnley. Are you expecting more of the same this time, or will Leicester be more of a challenge?
I think Leicester will be a lot more tougher of a challenge for us. Obviously, they've been promoted. They've had a fantastic season. They come into this game full of confidence, having won a lot of games, and we know what that's like because we did that when we were in the Championship. So, you know, they do prove a difficult test for us. But I'm quietly confident that we've got enough in our squad to go out there and get a result.
Just finally then, ahead of that game tomorrow in the dressing room, bearing in mind the week it's been, what will you be saying to your players ahead of that game?
I'll be saying one last push. Do it for yourselves, do it for your fans, do it for your family. And make sure you go out there and put on an entertaining show, because that's what we want and that's what I want to remember when I walk away tomorrow.
Casey, thank you. Thank you for being here at Manchester United with us, and good luck in the rest of your career.
Thank you, it's been a privilege.